What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So there's no doubt that narcissists live for negative reactions. But on the other hand, when you give them a reaction that is not what they were expecting, you will see another side of them come out. In other words, you'll see the mask slip. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to be angry. And it's hard for them to hide their true feelings when they don't get the reaction out of you that they want. So, in this video, I want to talk about how narcissists react when you don't give them a reaction, or when you don't respond to them in a certain way. So, there was a time at work, and I never spoke on this. It was during the time when I started to kind of barricade myself in certain areas of work, when the narcissist was like doing the absolute most to peek in at me, to come around me, to stalk me at work. And I found a good hiding spot where I can sit and eat my lunch. And it's like the hiding spot above the spot were some supplies that I know she didn't need, but of course she was going to use the excuse to come and get them just to see my face, just to disrupt me. Because anytime that you're not giving the narcissist any type of attention, they're going to come around you, because they know if they come around you and they have to interact with you, any little feedback they get from you is giving them attention in their mind. So when she came around me at one point, and there were some things that were above me on a top shelf, I had to get up from where I'm sitting, move my chair out of the way. She interrupted my lunch so that she can reach for the things that she needed. Well, she didn't need. She pretended like she needed them just to come around me. And she didn't close the box. As a matter of fact, she set the box to where she know that the stuff will eventually fall out. And so it crossed my mind, but as it crossed my mind, once she left the room, the things come falling down. And I got up out of the way before, it was like a heavy impact. So some of the stuff fell on my back. It wasn't a big deal though. And she knew this would happen. So she peeks back in the room and she said, "Did I close that box?" Now she came back because she knew she didn't close it, but she needed to get a reaction from the stuff falling on me, from the simple fact that she know I had set up, the boundaries so she wouldn't come around me. However, because she pretended this was work related, she had the right to cross the boundaries to get the supplies that she did not need, just so she could come around me. And I know that she didn't need that because we were done with it for that time of the day. So she come back in the room and she said, did I close that box? And she seen the stuff all over the floor. So by me not answering her, gave her the reaction that she didn't want. What she wanted is for me to just go off you didn't close the box. You know what you were doing. Now that's what she really needed. But I didn't give her that type of reaction. I just kept silent. I didn't even answer her at all. And trust me, I was pissed. Because I kind of knew that she was coming in there, just to bother me, of course. But on top of that, she set the stuff up because she know that it will fall over on me. Because narcissists are very violent. And they have ways of setting things up in order to trap you in an uncomfortable space. They have ways of setting things up to where it will harm you. Physically harm you. And so by me not answering her, she reacted in a way where she was angry. Because, first of all, mind you, when she first came in the room and she said, "Oh, excuse me, Felicia, I'm sorry." She always do that. And when narcissists speak that way, they put on an act, of course. They always speak in that tone when they want to sound so polite and, considerate. So she says, "Excuse me, Felicia, I'm sorry." And then I get up and I just move the chair. I'm still eating my food. Patiently waiting on her to get this stuff that she don't even need from the top shelf. And so when she left from out of there, I put the chill right back, sat down, finished eating. And then I heard the stuff slowly, like it was about to fall down from off that top shelf. And then she didn't have the box standing up straight, which would have made, better sense if you were really doing the right thing. Of course, she had the box like facing downward to where the stuff will fall out and fall on me. She set it up that way. But I didn't, I just didn't look at it when I first sat back down. But of course, I noticed it when it fell down. And then when the stuff fell down, like I say, I got out of the way, but still some of it fell on me. And she looked back in the room and she said, Did I close that box? Now, she asked, did she close the box? She didn't say, did I stand the box back up? Because she didn't have to fasten the box to keep the stuff from falling out. All she had to do was stand the box back up straight, not have the box leaning sideways. That way, she would have done it any other time. Of course, I know that this was all a setup just to get a reaction out of me. She just had to come in there and bother me and interrupt my peace. So she said, Did I close the box? She didn't say, did that stuff fall on you? And she seen it. And I didn't say nothing. She said, and that's what I'm telling y'all. They tone change when they are angry and they don't get a reaction out of you. They get loud and they get a deeper tone of voice. And she was like, because if I didn't, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean for that stuff to fall. And I was like, and how angry she was clearly saying something that she meant, mentally. She was thinking out loud. She really was thinking in reverse, like, because I really was trying to do it. I wanted it to knock your ass out. That's what I'm taking from her. Because how quickly her tone, changed. And it's like, if you were so sincere about my concern or whatever about this box and this stuff falling on me, you wouldn't have even got angry. You wouldn't have asked that way. Like, why is it making you mad? Because you think that I think that you did it on purpose, which I know you did it on purpose. See, narcissists, they always get frustrated when they notice that you are ahead of their mind games. They know it. They know when you give them a run for their money, they hate it and they cannot handle it. And, they give a reaction in a way that gives them away. It gives them away and it shows their guilt. And there's no way of them, avoiding it. There's no way of them getting around it. No matter what they say, they could never prove their innocence. And so that's why I wanted to talk about this in this video, how narcissists react. When you don't give them a reaction, they get angry. They get angry, their tone change. Mind you, she went from a soft, settled tone, and she's so kind and nice and considerate, to, did that box fall on you? And when I didn't say anything, that triggered her because I wasn't responding to her. And narcissists hate to be ignored. And then her next statement was, because if I didn't, I hadn't tried to. And I was like, clearly you did. And so I continued to ignore her while I got out of the way. And she, she forcefully and angrily picked the stuff up and put it back on the shelf. And I was like, whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about in this video. Leave y'all comments down below and let me know if y'all ever had to deal with something like that, or do you recognize those behaviors with a narcissist when you don't give them the reaction they want. So as for now, thank y'all for watching and I will talk to you soon.